Good morning, everyone. We have with us today the moving force behind some of the most path-breaking development initiatives in this country. She is also familiar with the problems this country faces, but she, unlike many of us, offers real and practical solutions which tackle the roots of these issues. She is one of the main architects behind the Right to Information Act, the most empowering tool the Indian citizen has today in fighting corruption, and something all aspiring journalists here are without a doubt grateful for. IIJNM is honored to welcome Magsaysay awardee Aruna Roy.
Very glad to be here, and I'm very grateful to Nagesh Bhai that he persuaded me to come. I first want to say that any campaign for change in this country is never by a single individual. And all of us who are projected as icons, no matter who it may be, are victims of media. And as that's an anecdote, this oft-quoted Magsaysay Award, which has been the bane of all our collective life. First of all, we didn't want to take it because it was for an individual. And we fought ourselves and we said no to the Magsaysay Award committee the first time they offered us the award. And then they said no, they had unanimously selected my name, and so it could only be to an individual and not to an organization, so they wrote to the MKSS. And that letter took and sat for 2 days. We invited not only MKSS, the whole MKSS group, but there was also outsiders who had been part of our various processes, because it cannot be done without immense and large-scale support. Whether we should take whether the award should be given to Aruna Roy or not, right? What it will do to our collective image, what it will do to our collective leadership, what it will do to our collective problems, what it will do to intrapersonal relationships, should an award ever be given to an individual. And we came to a very difficult conclusion that Aruna will take the award because at the moment we are fighting too many battles to fight the battle for collective award. Only on condition that she goes to Manila and says in front of everybody that the award must always be given to a collective, and I'm taking it on behalf of many other people, and then please in the committee table my suggestion, recommendation that there should be a collective award also for social action. About 4 years ago the committee decided to give it for collective action. Now they give it to organizations, and the people like me, there is not this problem of having to take away what rightfully belongs to many more people and then stand there as if we are icons, and we are really not icons, and that we are only our source of strength is people, and we all draw strength from each other. And if it was a marketplace in Rajasthan, you will see my friend Shankar soon on the street. If Aruna who makes any impact, Shankar who makes an impact. And if it is a marketplace in Beam, where a really strong position has to be taken, it's Chuni Singh who makes a difference and not Aruna who makes a difference. And some places where it's the drafting of the law, it's Nikhil Dev who's the most important person who understands the law from the first draft in 1996 to the final draft that went into the National Advisory Council. 3 people continued to be there from beginning to end. One was Shekhar Singh, one was Nikhil Dev, and one was Prashant Bhushan. 3 people stayed through the law, others have all come in and gone. They have contributed a lot, but these 3 people were the continuity of the law from the Justice Sawant's draft, which was drafted in 1996, to the final law that was passed in 2005. The people like me have not contributed at all to any drafting. They have only sat and critiqued the law and offered suggestions and been the devil's advocate, but they have not formulated a single phrase. A very senior IAS officer whom we keep fighting against most of the time when we say things in all our public campaigns and our lectures, Dr. N.T. Saxena has contributed one line which has come down right up to today when we were talking about a negative list and a positive list. He said what cannot be shown to an MLA or an MP cannot be, what can be seen by an MLA or MP can be seen by the citizen of India. He said, why do you quarrel? If our representatives can see it, we can see it. Why are you saying what should be there? This is a big list and we were getting into convolutions and confusions. He said, it's very simple. And now there is an override that, may I use the other mic? Okay. So that override is there, just from the act, and it's there, it says what cannot. So everyone contributed even to the law, though there were 3 people who acted it from beginning to end. So having said that, let me just say that today most of you know about the Right to Information Law, don't you? Yeah? So we won't go into that. I'll just go 5 minutes into the discussion Dakshin and I had on our way from Kuwait. He picked me up and brought me here. Now what was specifically spectacular about the RTI law in India as against the other laws in various other countries? What has been a significant contribution of our law in India is that it began with defining what Prabhat Joshi, a very, very eminent journalist, was part of the campaign from the beginning to the end, who took us to the press council, and because of that the press council got involved. Without him, Justice Sawant would not have got involved. Defined it in his editorial in Jansatta in 1996 in Hindi is Hum Janenge, Hum Jiyenge. So it was not an esoteric middle class concept of there should be more information and there should be MI systems, but that it is linked to the right to live. India's contribution to the right to law, right to information law worldwide has been its contribution is specifically stating that it links right to information to right to life. And it is true, as you all have shown in your various investigative use of right to information, including your attempt to find out why so many people are killed by the Bangalore Road Transport Corporation and why bus drivers continue to still be driving, whether it's a ration shop, whether it's the police, whether it is snatching away your rights through surveillance or through doing research on DMT, brinjal, and then knowing very well that there are negative impacts of the genetic modification, but still selling the brinjal. It's all these things which are linked to right to live. But the other very important thing that the Right to Information campaign in Rajasthan has contributed similarly to the world, in one sense, is the concept of a social audit, or a people's audit, or a public audit. There are many words we use. What is the difference? A financial audit looks at accounts. It is looked at in a room, and you look at it in various ways. You look at the sanctions, you examine all the papers, and you say whether it's correct or not. You don't go up checking to see whether they actually exist on ground or don't. In the course of the Right to Information demand, we wanted our minimum wages from the panchayat. The panchayat did not pay us the minimum wage, which is a statutory wage in this country. I think in Karnataka it's just under 100. In Rajasthan now it's 100 rupees a day. When we fought this battle, it was 11 rupees a day. And then it became 22 rupees a day. Now if you don't pay that wage to a wage worker, government doesn't pay it on its own work. In public work, PWD, whether it's forest department, whether it's digging a well or deepening a tank bed or whatever it is, it's a basic violation and a contradiction of governance. So we went up in agitation, and therefore we wanted to know what and where. The moment when we went, and they used to say, you are liars. You haven't done work, that's why you're asking. Because I'm from a peasant and workers organization. The Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan, peasant and workers organization, our primary concerns were and still are at that level, peasant and workers issues. So they used to say, jhoot bolte ho, you're liars. So we used to say, where is the truth? They would say, it is in the record. So when we said, let's have a look at the record, they would say, it's secret. So if it's secret, then show us the record, secret. Show us some bill vouchers, secret. Then we realized, and who realized it's not Aruna, not Nikhil, who are all very highly literate people, but Mohanji, who's never been to school, Chunni Bai, who's never been to school, Lal Sindhi, who just passed the senior secondary. They said in Hindi कि जब तक वो कागज और वो सबूत बाहर नहीं निकलेगा तब तक हम झूठे रहेंगे और सच्चाई सबके सामने कभी आ ही नहीं सकता है. That is how they define transparency. So we had a series of audits which we accessed information by hook or by crook, because we had no law at that time. We soaked the local civil servant. Sometimes it was because we went and lectured at the IAS Academy and that fellow came as a probationer as a video. You would go and say to him, please show us the record, the block development officer, show us the records, and he quickly copy it by hand. So on the 2nd of December 1994, in a place called Fort Kirana in district Pali, Rajasthan, we had what became a pattern now, which is even as part of NREGA and now part of SEZ, which is public audit. What did we do? We accessed this information and we sat and collated the information. We looked at it. Like for instance, Aruna Roy, wife of Sanjeev Roy, is a laborer.